Hello, welcome to LadyGang. I'm Becca Tobin here with Jack Vanek and Kelty Knight.
Another day, another dollar.
Another sleigh.
Another slay queen.
Another slay queen.
How's everyone doing?
I'm honestly I know this is crazy, but like I am preparing our end of the year episodes at the moment. And like, I can't believe it's November. Like it's shocking to me. I don't know
where the year went.
I mean, I do. I remember being there, but like...
No, this year has gone by faster than any other year. Like, I don't even know what happened.
This is what older people say, is that every year gets faster and faster, and I can't imagine it going any faster than it just did.
No.
And it's just gives me some major existential crises when
me
I
too.
think about how fast I'm going to be 80 years old.
I know. Yeah. Well, and it's like every kind of like phase of the year where it's like, now we're in the holiday season.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I didn't get to do the things that I wanted to do, like prepping for Halloween. And I didn't get I missed it. And I'm like, I'll do it next year. But I'm like, but then next year is a year closer to death. And it's like, am I going to be able to do it next year?
It's so dark. And I'm the same way about this upcoming Christmas holiday season. I have so many Christmas decorations and my whole joy is like, oh my God, I built and renovated this. Well, I didn't build it, but like I renovated this beautiful house and now I can have Christmas Dreams house and I get the Balsam Hill catalog and I'm like, oh my God, dreams. And then I'm like, do I have the energy to set up Christmas? Because no one comes here. It's just for me. Chris could care less. So I'm like, am I going to spend an entire weekend setting up Christmas and then come home from my Christmas vacation and take down Christmas? Like, I know I can hire people to do that, which I should, which seems like very bratty, but like I could do that. But it's like, maybe I just won't set it up this year, which then makes me feel so dark. No. And then I'm not hosting the parade this year, which is my bad week, but I'll tell you about it in a minute.
Oh, no.
That sucks.
I know. Anyway,
all right,
let me know when it's time.
Okay, I can't wait another second. It's time for...
Good week.
Yes, it is.
Bad week. Oh, no.
I'm genuinely devastated about this information. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Okay, well, here's the good bad news. My bad week is I am not hosting the Thanksgiving Day Parade on CBS this year because I don't work for CBS anymore. Right. I work at NBC. I'm the host of E! News. So, but it actually came out better than I could have imagined because not only am I just not hosting it, they're just not doing it. CBS is not doing a parade this year. The entire show itself, the Thanksgiving Spectacular on CBS, is canceled. We actually knew this 6 months ago. It got like very quietly announced to us. But, you know, it's always been NBC has always had that big spot in front of Macy's where the Rockettes perform and whatever. And then CBS was always, and we love them for this, but like we had this sort of other version where we were in New York City doing a version of the parade, but it wasn't like the Macy's parade. And I think there was some legalities of that over all these 20 years or whatever. But I did it for 9 years. I mean, almost an entire decade. I've spent every Thanksgiving in New York City. I go to see the Rockettes. My friend Nicole do the Rockettes and get up on Thanksgiving Day and spend it doing my favorite thing, which is like 4 hours of live TV. So I'm pretty... Like, I'm not gutted. I'm excited to have the time off, but I'm also really sad because it's just been a tradition for Chris and I.
Yeah.
Like, we go every year. We stay at the same hotel. And I don't know. It's just going to be weird this year.
What are you going to do?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, I might just stay in LA. Like I was trying to plan something and we kind of have like 5 days off in a row. And I'm like, I'm going to go somewhere. But, we're going on this big trip at Christmas. Have I mentioned it to the Galapagos? And so that's like, I'm spending a lot of money on that. I'm like, I'm not going to go to Hawaii for things.
Why don't you just like have like a traditional Thanksgiving dinner at your house? Like make like a new tradition. And
she doesn't have anyone to invite.
No,
that's not true.
With just you and Chris.
I'm going to invite Jack. Well, we'll probably like hang with his family, which I think would be nice. I might do like a Friendsgiving, but like, does anyone want to go to a Friendsgiving?
I love Friendsgiving.
I love Friendsgiving.
Also, any excuse to eat Thanksgiving food.
Ew.
Because Christina just had a birthday party for her daughter and they had the best catering. There was a falafel sandwich there that changed my life.
Yeah.
It had pickled something radishes and a jalapeno on top of the falafel on a soft little like In-N-Out burger.
Wow.
I was like, where have I been all my life? So
where did this come from? It sounds delicious.
I don't know. I need to figure out where the catering, because I'm not cooking, but like I actually think a Friendsgiving could be really nice. And then everyone could see the house. Not that everyone wants to see the house, but like, you know, I think it could be cute.
I like it.
Anyway, so that's my bad week. I'm not hosting the parade. And that's crazy. But my good week is that I just got back from Mexico, and we're considering buying a condo outside of Cabo.
Oh,
fun.
A vacation house. So my really good friend, Kristen, who is a showgirl with me in Vegas, she has a unit in this 6-unit little spot. And it's not in Cabo proper. It's like on the other side, but there's an Amman, where Becca got married, hotel being built on this beach. So it's a good beach.
Fancy. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And it's super like actually pretty affordable for like a investment property. And we could go down there. We could rent it out as an Airbnb. Like, it's been on my bucket list for a few years to like buy an investment property, and we've been saving up. So I'll keep you guys posted, but
fun.
Then like I could decorate it. And
does that mean could we stay there?
Yes. Like, we could go down for a LadyGang long weekend and just podcast and be at the beach. Like,
that would be amazing.
Fun. It's super cute. It's like it has its own, it's like 6 little apartments in like a little kind of like apartment townhousey building with its own pool. And then you're like 2 blocks to the beach,
oh my God,
which is where I want to be, because I don't want to be where the beach and the hurricanes are going to destroy me. Like, I want to be back a little in the safe zone. Mm-hmm. But I mean, really, if I had $20 million, I'd be on the beach, obviously. But
2 blocks away is very close.
It's not
to the
bad.
beach.
Like, you like can get a little golf cart or whatever. But anyway,
Cute.
I'm really excited to show it to you guys. So
for us.
Have you been there yet?
Yeah, I just went this last weekend.
Oh, fancy schmancy.
Yeah. And
I must not have been on the gram long enough this weekend.
You didn't see it. The water was 84 degrees and we went while watching.
Oh my God, I love a hot ocean.
That's cool.
That's
I'm
so
into
fun.
this for you.
And for us. Okay.
And for
what's
us.
next? Who's next?
Jack?
I'll go. So my good week is I was at Starbucks the other day and I heard somebody use the best fake name ever that you can use at Starbucks.
Ooh.
I was standing there and they're like, drink for Voldemort. And I was like, this is epic, because it's like, it's like the Starbucks employees probably like, God damn it. Voldemort. And it was just like at a random Starbucks. And I'm like, this is really, everything really makes sense about this. So Kelty, I know you use your fake name at Starbucks, but do you want to start using Voldemort?
Well, the reason I use Joe, my fake name, J-O, is because Kelty's hard to spell. And people are like, what? And I'm like, I'm just taking up time. So I picked something easy like Joe, you know? But like Voldemort defeats the purpose, because that's actually another whole, like, I'm getting my London Fog at a later timestamp because you had to write Voldemort on the cup. But so in theory, I love the idea and I think it's hilarious, but I'm a time girl. We're at LAX. It's 4 a.m. We're going on tour. I'm not waiting for you to write Voldemort. I'll do Vo. And I'll know secretly in my heart.
I could not spell Voldemort if you paid me $1 million.
Well, I was going to say, I think like our generation does know how to spell Voldemort, except for Becca.
Like, it's like I never read a book or watched a movie. I don't even know who Voldemort is. I just know you're not supposed to say it, like Bloody Mary. Is that true?
Remember, it was like, it's like what we say for Vampire. We're like,
Voldemort is like how I look in the morning.
Yes. Or like how I used to Photoshop my pictures on MySpace, like no nose, no features.
Yeah. It's how I prefer the flash on my photos of Voldemort.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Okay, so my bad week is we have run into yet another issue on our house.
Oh no, Jack.
It's, it's turning into a little bit of a money pit. I don't want to admit it. Jared definitely doesn't want to admit it, but like here we are. We're taking out our wall to make like an open living space. And while they were there, they like went down into like where the plumbing is. And it's like the tube that takes all of the sewage and all of like the poop and sludge and stuff out to the street to like let it drain or whatever. It's like 75% calcified. So we have to replace the whole thing. I want to show you what our house looks like right now. I'll just do like a quick little.
Yikes. Jackhammered.
Just take like a little look. There's holes everywhere. That's like the inside of our house.
Oh, yeah.
They're redoing the entire plumbing. It's just like actually insane. Like our house is unrecognizable.
How much does it cost to redo like entire plumbing?
A lot.
Like, can I get a ballpark?
Like 30 grand.
Ugh.
Yeah.
This happened with me in the kitchen. I finished the downstairs and then had to open up the whole roof. It sucks.
Well, and like they're like, you don't have to do it, but then you're probably going to have a slab leak in the next like 5 years. And then they'd have to redo, like after you renovated your entire house, they'll have to go back down in there. So, it's just things that I wasn't expecting.
Oh, God, that sucks. I'm sorry.
It sucks. But I guess that's just like what happens when you start opening walls up.
Homeownership.
Homeownership is so
brutal.
fun. Yeah.
My beauty light is out again. So
no, it's okay.
It wasn't really working, let's be honest.
It actually wasn't. It like for some reason it just was not doing its trick today.
No.
Okay, so my good week is that I have officially sold an item on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, what was that?
Whoa, you're such a mom.
Yeah, so I've been intimidated by the whole process because it is intimidating to talk to strangers and answer dumb questions like, are you a smoking household? Because quite frankly, who is these days?
Yeah.
Do people smoke inside their home still? And
I think
under the age of 80? They do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sick.
Sick.
So gross.
So I had this rug that I used for like 2 months in a guest room and it just wasn't working. And I listed it and I just thought, if this is going to be a headache, I'm going to donate it, but I'm going to give myself a week of, doing the damn thing. And I sold it to a lovely family.
I love it.
There aren't all psychos out there.
No.
Well,
It's nice.
we just sold a couple pieces of furniture on Facebook Marketplace because we don't have any room in our garage now because now everything is going in the garage.
Right.
And they were weird.
know.
Yeah. I wasn't there, thank God. But Jared was like, he's like, are they like casing our house right now? Like what? It was very bizarre vibes. But I mean, they took the stuff.
They sold the check cleared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My bad week is that I had to go to see an ENT to do like a scope. They'd go up your nose and down your throat to see your vocal cords because I've just been like doing some, just like nothing dramatic, but just like dealing with some like vocal cord issues, right? Like I've just been a little raspier than usual. Turns out it's from the LadyGang live shows and our meet and greets where we're screaming at people. For some reason, when we do meet and greets, we're right
loud.
there with people standing, but everyone's screaming at each other.
Energy's high.
Energy's high. So I went to go check some things out and I hadn't been to an ENT in a really long time. And I go to this gentleman. I'm already so awkward with male doctors. I don't know why, but it's so intimate, the experience, that you feel like you're on a date. Not that you're like attracted or they're attracted to you. It just is a very weird, intimate whatever. So he's scoping my throat and I realized I had just eaten a salad on my way here. And in my wildest dreams, I didn't think that I was going to have to do anything where he had to like smell my actual breath. But it turns out when they scope your throat, you have to then sing and like make noises and they're very close. It's like it's face to face, inches away.
Oh no.
And I had the worst salad breath you could ever imagine in this man's face. And that is something that I really, really have nightmares about, is leaving any interaction where someone was like, wow, that girl's breath stunk.
Yeah.
Right?
Fear.
So I thought about it for 3 days. I thought about it and I have to do a follow-up and I'm actually like wondering if I say something to him when I am there, like, hey, so sorry about the last time I was there, red onions, am I right? Like, but I don't know, that feels awkward.
And then pop a Listerine
Did he have
strip.
a mask on?
No, this is Texas. No.
Oh, wow.
Yikes.
I mean, I'm sure he smelt it all.
I know, but like, it's just
it's
upsetting.
embarrassing.
It's so upsetting. I don't ever want to be the person. Any other thing could be okay. I would have rather farted accidentally in there.
Yeah.
Kelty, are you reading emails?
No, I'm listening. I'm like farted in there, and then I'm thinking about like would I rather fart or would I like? I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm like,
You look
I know.
hyper focused.
I'm looking right at you thinking about, honestly, what I'm thinking about is that I keep trying to make an appointment to get my teeth cleaned and then they keep canceling. And I'm going to move to the valley to get my teeth cleaned. But the smell that like sometimes when I'm flossing and then like some mouth like smell comes out and I'm like, I need to have my teeth cleaned. Like, so then I felt gross about myself. And then I was like, don't tell them, that's disgusting. And now here I am. So that's where I was at.
Okay. Well, Zach did go to the dentist, a very good dentist here that everyone raves about. She doesn't just do the bare minimum. You know what I mean? It's a very holistic or overall your whole body, whatever. And he came home and I have been telling him for probably 7 years that it's very important that you floss your teeth. It has to do with everything, like your entire health.
No,
like
it's
your
very important.
mouth goes down and it affects your heart. There's all these gum disease, whatever. And I know I'm an alarmist. And he came home and he was like, wow, that dentist was so amazing. He's like, I mean, she really explained like why you really need to floss every day. And I go, this is exactly what I have been preaching and shouting from the rooftops since we've met each other. And you're just now going to start flossing.
Realize that flossing is pretty essential.
It's pretty essential. Like if you're not flossing, it's actually, there's a problem. There's a problem.
Well, I floss every day. It just sometimes stinks. All right.
Ew.
Well, it's life.
No, I know, but
I know.
Yeah.
So, well, you guys asked me what I was thinking about. Okay.
The Lady Gang.
Our guest today was called a budding beauty icon by Elle magazine. A Diet Coke addict, she's officially breadwinning way more than us. She's got a new Hulu special and a cruise, and she gets to be a real star on Watch What Happens Live and not a bartender like me. Please welcome back to the Lady Gang, Heather McMahan.
Hey, sluts. How are we?
Hey!
Oh my God, yes. Hey, sluts. We need this all the time.
Let's bring sluts back.
Yes.
Let's bring sluts back. It's so empowering, isn't it?
It's great. Packs a punch.
I love it.
I feel amazing. How was Watch What Happens Live? You looked amazing.
Oh,
and
you're
you
so
got
sweet.
to be in the normal seat.
Yes. So I've done it now a couple times.
Oh.
And
rubbing it in.
Yeah,
Ouch.
rubbing it in. Listen, it's great. You just kind of never know if Andy's going to be warm to you or not. You know, like he's great, but you just also, he does like so many episodes a week. So it's not even really on him. I'm just like, okay, is Andy, is he going to care? You
Where's
know,
he at today?
It's more of like, is his soul going to be in his body today?
Yes. And it also depends on whoever the housewife is that you're doing the segment with, because if they're also a nightmare, then he's also like, I've got to hold their hand.
Yes.
Where we're all professionals and know how to just show up and make a good show.
Right.
So that's what you're dealing with. But last time I did it, it was fantastic.
Who are you with?
Honestly,
Bronwyn from Salt Lake City. And she's new and like actually has money, which I think helps. Like the broke housewives, it's like, no, like we want the real rich ones.
Oh, yeah.
She has Palm Pilot money.
I know. She has a Palm, and I made the joke on the show. I was like, well, you have Palm Pilot money, but my husband invented the squatty potty. And she was like, see, you get it. I was like, Jeff did not invent anything at all.
God, but wouldn't that be nice?
Wow.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Wish I invented the squatty potty. How's your Diet Coke? Are you on the sauce? You off? Like, give us the update.
I'm currently right this second off the sauce, but Kelsey, I got back on the sauce when we were doing red carpet stuff because I can't have an iced coffee in the middle of like, you know, doing interviews or you'll shit yourself. There is no bathroom to go to. Once you're locked on the carpet, you're there for 3 hours. So that's why I went to Diet Coke. I was like, I get that bump of caffeine, but I'm not going to, you know, have diarrhea running down my leg. So I've been guilted. It's a real mixed bag. Like I was off of it for 12 years. I got back on. Now I'm off, but tomorrow I'll probably be back on. You know, it's a real addiction.
Well, in the vein of Salt Lake City, should you start doing the dirty Diet Coke?
Listen, the dirty Diet Coke, okay, it's what the Mormons do. They have all those soda shops. So they add like coconut cream, like regular creamer. They add a bunch of pumps of weird syrups. I think then it defeats the purpose of drinking a Diet Coke because my dad always said, people who drink Diet Coke, it's because they're fat and they're thirsty. And I believe that.
No, I call it playing for the tie. Because if I'm having a giant cheeseburger, then I'm canceling it out
with the Diet Coke.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's all psychological.
It's all psychological. I'm so excited about Breadwinner. You crushed.
sweet.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Good.
You guys are so sweet. I love the Lady Gang. Y'all really are a gang of ladies supporting other ladies.
Thank you.
You know, it's
Do
wild.
you feel like that bitch now, Heather?
You know what? I feel like that bitch for like 1 week while I'm doing press in New York. You know, there's 16-hour days. Everyone's interviewing you, flattering you, and now I'm back at home. And my mom was bitching at me about something, and my husband is like out pressure washing the street. You know, so no, I feel very much so like I'm back in my gated community, and no one gives a who I am. Yeah.
Yes.
Balance.
Yeah.
For Breadwinner, you wore this beautiful denim sort of set outfit.
Yeah,
Was it custom made?
It was. So actually, Jill Bream, who's the head costumer at SNL, she designed it so it was originally a romper from my favorite gals over at Show Me Your Moo Moo. Yeah. And then she was like, no, we need to make this into a dress or like a skirt. So then they added a dress to it. And we had this like giant coat that was made with it. And then I had this hat for like the opening cold open. I mean, it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was custom from Show Me Your Moo Moo.
It's so good. If you guys need something to watch this weekend, definitely check out Breadwinner on Hulu. It's incredible. Yeah. And I love when you talk about making more money than your husband. Like, what a beautiful time in a relationship, Heather.
It really is. It's funny because Jeff, you know, when I first did the material, I walked off stage the first time he saw it and I was like, he's either going to love it or serve me papers. And he said, this is fantastic. You should have gone harder. But then when it came out, of course, he was so proud of me, but I kept getting asked the same question in every interview. They're like, how does Jeff feel about it? How does Jeff feel? Is Jeff okay? Has Jeff killed himself yet? And I was like, only guys would feel insecure about this. Women have dealt with this shit forever. We're just like, we'll take it on the chin. So, no, but I mean, it's very cool. But also like now, you know, as women, we're fixers. We do everything. So not only am I on the road, but then I come home and I'm like fixing shit in the house. I'm redecorating, I'm wallpapering a bathroom. Like it never stops. I feel like when men go to work, they come home, they're doted on and it stops. I still do work when I get home. So that's where my bitterness comes from.
Well, Zach and I, my husband, we kind of go back and forth of like who earns more each year. And I'm pretty vocal about the years I'm earning more money that he's going to be my bitch at home.
Absolutely.
So I think that is the conversation that can be happening among all couples. And you sit down and you lay it out and say, well, I guess I earned more this year. So you're going to take care of every fucking thing that has to do with this house in our lives.
House husband.
House husband. I mean,
Jeff's
I told Jeff.
Sport.
Jeff's a great sport. And I told him a long time ago, I was like, that we have to think of this as like, we're partners in a business. So if I'm out doing all the things and then I come home and things still aren't done, then you're not carrying your part of this partnership and you would get fired. And he was like, one day we were at our country club and he was like, oh, that makes sense. That checks out.
Did it really make sense to him? I feel like it should.
Yeah, really? When you talk to men as if you're in a boardroom, unfortunately, and you're like, yeah, you're not carrying your percentage of this duo. Yeah, it clicks. I mean, Jeff's fantastic. He does whatever I need. But also for the longest time, Jeff took care of me. Yeah. So it's just now me having my moment where I get to beat my chest and be like, bitch, I don't need you to buy me a bag. I'm going to buy one. Goodbye. You know? Yeah. It feels good.
Great.
It's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling.
Yeah.
I want to know about your mom is living with you.
Yeah, we live with her. She lives with us, however you want to slice it. I moved back into my childhood home during the pandemic. I thought it was just going to be like a quick whatever. We're here for a little while. And my mom was like, I don't really want to my mom was going to downsize. But my mom, when she went to go look at, you know, townhomes in Atlanta, could not differentiate between downsizing and downgrading. So she was just like, you know, it would be a 5,000 square foot townhouse. She's like, oh my God, I can feel the walls caving in on me. So she's, you know, been spoiled. And so now we all live together in my childhood home. I mean, it's nice. We got a saltwater pool. It's not like we're like, you know, tearing down walls and like making it our own. It's just, it's nice.
She's also like, what do you do?
Yeah. But Heather, what do you do when your husband wants you to like put on a costume and wants to like have sex with you on the kitchen table? Like,
so we don't have a lot of sex in common areas. So the funny thing was, I was asked, I was like, where's the craziest place you have sex? I'm like, where I currently have sex every week in my own home. Because my mom is literally on the other side in, you know,
she's
another
in her wing. Okay,
she's in her wing.
That's
but
nice.
Still, there are times I have wilder sex when I'm on the road and when I'm on vacation. And I travel so much that Jeff travels with me that we're like two kids getting away. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I mean, and then we have 2 French bulldogs. So if we have sex at home, I gotta, put a pillow over one of the dogs' faces.
Yeah.
It's everyone's involved. That's all you need to know.
It's a whole to do.
Sex, yeah, and married people's sex, whether your parents are in the house with you or not, it's sort of the same energy,
Well,
it's quiet.
You're definitely not having
Speak
sex
for
like
yourself.
on a table.
Speak for yourself.
I go to Italy and I have really wild sex. That's where I let my hair down.
Oh my God.
I'm red wine drunk. I'm smoking a cigarette afterwards. That's where I really thrive.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. And I also know that you tried Pilates.
Yes. So here's the deal. I love Pilates, but the Pilates that they do here in Atlanta is not like gentle Pilates. It's mega reformer, the Logri method.
Yeah, why did you go to like that? That's insane. That's for Giselle. But that's for us.
That's where all the Buckhead Betties, as we call them in Atlanta, that's where all the Tatianas go. And here's the problem. I may not look like it, but I am an athlete. And so I'm like, if I'm not dripping in sweat, I was a Soul Cycle cult follower for a long time. So for me, anything that's gentle on my body, I'm like, that's not doing anything. But I threw out my back a year ago. So my PT was like, you have to do Pilates again. I just go full throttle. I'm all or nothing. I'm either like a corpse on the couch or I am running the New York City Marathon with no training. That's just how I roll. It's a major like psychological personality flaw for sure.
Jack, I saw you post that you were like looking for a Pilates studio. Did you ever follow up on that?
No. I mean, I'm the same. And I just haven't made that hump to actually doing it yet. I just keep thinking about it. One day it'll happen.
She likes polling her audience and then never executing.
Yes. Sometimes
it's good
I do.
it's good for the algorithm.
It is.
It
I'm
is
like,
good
give me
for the
recommendations. I won't take them, but just let me know.
Cool.
I'm that way about medical advice every other day. I love to ask my audience, hey, how do you cure eczema? What do I do about a UTI? And they send me like doctor recommendations, personal numbers. Their husbands can write in prescriptions for me and I just still suffer. I just sit in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
love
it.
doing that.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's amazing. Okay, so here's my shady question of the day. It's my Watch What Happens. You once ranked donuts with Hoda on the Today Show. And Heather, recently you've appeared on some other, I'll call them podcasts, but like Therapist, Call Her Daddy, and Dear Chelsea, including us. Who do you think ranks the highest in brilliance and razzle dazzle?
Ouch.
Obviously the LadyGang. Because here's the thing. There's more brains. There's more lady brains together. So it's not just one brain. I mean, we have a full arsenal of brain power here.
Yes.
The razzle dazzle is intense.
I was going to say razzle dazzle. I don't know if you're finding that on the other podcasts.
No, it's really just Kelty Knight is the razzle dazzle.
That is true.
Jake has some razzle. He has some riz.
Oh, he has a lot of riz. And he does the whole thing kind of stoned, I'm pretty sure. So I could not perform like that. Like he's cruising. But I am just want to say you guys are very casual right now. I mean, we couldn't even put on a tinted moisturizer for me today.
Where I got this hoodie? Do you know where I got this hoodie? The brand Pistachio. Pistachio brand sent me a sweat.
Oh,
like actual pistachio.
Actual pistachio.
Wait,
like the
I'm
Nuts
jealous.
Marketing team.
I like that.
Sent me this hoodie.
No, it's so funny. So my brother, sometimes he'll watch on the YouTube and he's like, I think it could be great if you
put in any effort.
did something. And he's like, you guys are pretty girls, and I'm like, yeah, but it's fine.
At least we have tattooed eyebrows.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
Could be
That's
worse.
Nice.
Could be
That's
worse.
nice.
And the thing is that when we're hot, Heather, it doesn't affect anything.
No.
Actually, the videos go more viral when we look like hot garbage. And I like that people don't recognize me because you know what? I'm so famous that if people did recognize me, if they were like, it's Kelty from the LadyGang everywhere I went, it would be exhausting. What that's like, Heather.
Yeah,
These girls don't.
it.
It's like, I don't want to look like Kelty Knight on E! News. I want her to be she's a completely different person that shows up.
I do think, and Heather, let me know if you have an opinion on this. I think we've surpassed the age in which it's cute and charming to go out of your house without putting yourself together.
Yeah, my problem is because I'm a road dog, I'm a road warrior. I really only have two modes. It's full glitter suits, feathers, diamonds, like I'm about to walk on stage at Radio City and perform, or it's troll underneath a bridge telling you riddles to pass. There is no in between. Like I realized, especially when I got out of college, I'm like, I try and put outfits together, like a denim. What do I wear with jeans? Like I don't have a jeans and Nike Air Force One and like a vintage tee look. It's like so embarrassing. So I feel you. It's all or nothing in every aspect of my life.
Becca's actually very good at this. Like you're good at a casual outfit. I tried to do the same thing, and I'm like, somehow always it up. I'm like, what am I doing? Why do I look so bad?
The only reason I can do a casual outfit is because it was the time that the only option was a legging, and my vagina claustrophobia in a legging all day is so intense that I just physically couldn't do it. I mean, sweatpants have made their way into the zeitgeist, which is helping, but that's why I had to perfect a casual outfit because my vagina was so unhappy in a legging all day.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's tough when you have a big vag, you know?
Yeah. I've actually been actively searching for underwear specifically on TikTok for like wide vaginas because I have been really diehard on a Skims high-waisted thong for a really long time, but it's every day the lips are out. It's like I just need something that's going to stay firm so that I can, be in a legging all day. I
can't believe you wear a thong and a legging. I just wear a legging.
But see,
I know.
I don't have a bald puss. So
you need some.
I need something.
You need like
cover
a soft
or they'll
cup.
come through.
They'll come through. That happened to me. I was literally at Bank of America. And
not Bank of America.
I was at Bank of America. I was like depositing checks, but I had to go into the branch for something. And it was like maybe like 4 p.m. in the afternoon. I have run errands all over town. I have been to Sprouts, Whole Foods, all of it. And I get there and I look down, I could see pubic hair coming through the leggings.
No.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't it itch when it's like poking through?
You would have thought, but I'm dead inside, so I felt nothing.
Yeah. Of course.
That was a great way for me to end my conversation. I have to go talk to my therapist. Love you.
Bye. See ya.
When we come back, Heather is going to rate the other Heather McMahons of the internet.
Ooh.
We are back with Heather McMahan, who has a new Hulu special, Breadwinner. She's got a cruise. You're cruising.
We're cruising.
Wait, tell us about the cruise.
Can we still apply for the cruise, or is it done?
Yes. No, we have some bunks still available. The cruise is next April, and I'm bringing on other comics, and it's just gonna be like themed parties every night. Like you can dress up as Pitbull one night. We're doing a Masters Sunday because we set sail on Masters Sunday. So Ivy League themed party. Yeah, it's gonna be 4 days at sea and absolutely outrageous, insane.
Is the Pitbull? Is that actually a theme? Like it's Pitbull night?
Yes. Well, it's Miami Nights. So I originated this trend that all these young girls dress in drag. I went as Pitbull for Halloween like 5 years ago. And then it became this thing that I would do at all my shows. I would show videos of me out and about as Pitbull. Yeah. So now everyone's stolen the idea. But I said, let's get everybody on a cruise ship dressed as Pitbull. That would be fun.
I love that so much. Yeah. A bald cap is so great.
It's so great. Just dressing in drag when you're a woman dressing as a man, it's so free. I really love it.
Yeah.
They made me do that when I was on The Insider once. It was when I don't watch American Horror Story, but everyone got to be like, there was the bearded lady. And then I was like the bald guy and they put a bald cap in. I want to actually tell you guys that it's not that fun. When you have this face, like I have the face and body for a full drag. And I mean, wig, beautiful. Like when you turn me the other way, it gets so hideous so quickly. Like I am the most ugly man that has ever existed on the planet.
See, I'm a really good looking man. And I think it's because I have soft features. So anytime I'm able to do male drag so easy and like people, like I can really transform. I'm a chameleon.
I love that.
Yeah.
Even bald.
Oh, even bald. In fact, when I started doing Pitbull, I would have the full bald cap, like the little soul patch, I'd have all the prosthetics on. And then I would send topless photos to my husband as Pitbull, and he loved it. So I don't know what
Men
that says
love
about
that
him.
shit.
Yeah. That's actually horrendous. Okay. So Heather McMahan. So when you were coming on the show, I was like, I know what's up with Heather because I've seen you during award season. She's hosting for E! And like so many exciting things happening. And it's so sad. I just want to say this very quickly. So this is going to be my lunch today. It's this Aloha bar. And I just saw on my desk, this is so Kelty, the chaos of this is what I forgot to eat of it yesterday. Because I do the same thing every day. That's disgusting. Anyway.
That's so gross.
Okay. long story short, I was like, let me just check up on Heather and make sure I'm not missing anything. Cause I'm a true journalist. So I got to be prepared, Mm-hmm. I did not realize how many other Heather McMahons there are out in the world. And they're doing incredible stuff, Heather.
Oh.
So
I only know of one gal who's really popping off, and she's a real estate agent in Dallas, Texas, and she looks just like me. But I would love to know who the other competition is.
Okay. One, Heather McMahan, is the global support director at Crocs.
Oh, shit.
Shut up.
Yeah. Like Post Malone has Post Malone's number, I'm sure. Like,
damn, I would really like that connection.
Heather McMahan from Crocs. I need you to meet Heather McMahan and the LadyGang and send us some Crocs.
I mean, that's a collaboration.
And some giblets. Honestly, all the Heather McMahons. Okay. Heather McMahan is also a teacher, an ice skating, figure skating teacher at Skate Canada. And that's where the Olympians go to.
A star is born right there.
Yeah,
wow.
Exactly. Speaking of leggings,
Yeah.
Heather McMahan is also a doctor at Jefferson Plastic Surgery.
Oh.
Well, I would love a discount to get something, an upper blef. I mean, my God, she needs to reach out.
Yes.
That Heather McMahan, can we get a little filler? I don't even know where Jefferson Plastic Surgery is, but if you're listening.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we would really like
We're ready.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, these are so stupid.
This is great. Are you kidding me? I love this. I'm going to look at every single person now.
Other Heather McMahan. Heather McMahan will design your bathroom at Signature Kitchen and Bath.
Oh.
Listen, I'm redoing a bathroom right now. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to wallpaper a powder room. So I would really like that Heather to call me.
I wallpapered my powder room and I regret it, except people love it, except that I went for the super expensive Anthropologie wallpaper that's it has little sloths smoking and stuff. It's just, I went real cheechy. And the rest of my house is very plain, but I went really I went for it. And then every time I go in there and I'm I'm so cheesy. So that's my opinion on wallpaper in a powder room.
All
you
right,
think it's going to be cool because Architectural Digest, those people, the rich people always have some weird powder room with some obscure wallpaper that's gold foil. And then when you do it in real life, you're
Yeah, I just wanted to. I collect all this art on Etsy of fat cats sitting on toilets smoking. Or
oh my God!
And I just kind of want to do an art installation of fat cats taking
a
dump. But I also agree, the rest of my house is very Italian, so why would I lean into just have a random bathroom with fat cats? Yeah,
I
right.
love that. No, I love it. I think you should do it. That's what a random powder room is for, is to do something wacky, and then you can always take the cats down.
Yeah, you really can.
And then Jackie, well, Heather, you don't know this, but I only have one friend. And then, so when my one friend, my gays came over, I have two friends, but they come together as a couple, so it counts as one. And they left me a bumper sticker in my bathroom taped to the wall underneath one of the sloths. They added a second sloth bumper sticker that says, "Let that shit go." And so when you sit down to shit, you look at the sticker, except that I'm nobody poops in the powder room.
Right.
Well, maybe you do, gays, but I go down to the full bathroom. When I want to poop, I'm going to my ensuite. The powder room is for pee.
You don't want to stink it up.
No, see what my husband does, we could have somebody staying in our guest bedroom, which is right on the same, it's right outside. And my husband in the morning will go down there and still shit in the communal bathroom.
No.
And I'm what are you, claiming your territory? Who does this? This is barbaric.
That's so weird.
So weird,
so
right?
Weird. Actually, you know what? My husband kind of does the same thing. He likes to poop as far away as possible. He likes to go to another area of
but that's
the world.
not far if there's somebody staying there.
No, my husband does it right next to the door. Yeah, it's close.
That's weird.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre.
Okay. The last Heather McMahan is a licensed clinical mental health professional.
Oh. Well, I could really use a nice therapy session. So this bitch needs to at least write me some prescriptions for SSRIs or something.
Please. Have you ever taken a beta blocker before a big show?
No. So interesting enough, I didn't even know what about beta blockers till about 2 months ago. And I asked my doctor for a prescription and I have yet to take it. I've never taken it.
You don't need it.
No, but I'm sweating. Especially when we're doing red carpet stuff, that is a mind fuck.
It's not going to help with the sweat.
No, there's a different drug that stops you from sweating.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what does the beta blocker do?
The beta
exactly?
blocker takes off your nervousness. So when I had big auditions, or Becca had big auditions, she would take a beta blocker so that your body isn't I'm excited about this, and then you screw up. Like
Okay.
you could take the beta blocker before the red carpet so that you weren't like so nervous, but you're not nervous. You're very natural at it. You're not like,
it's like,
if you were,
isn't it like a Xanax without like,
it doesn't make you
the
sleepy.
psychological.
It just takes away your like the nerves of like, if you're doing a big show or you're about to film Breadwinner and there were, all the executives were in the thing and you had one shot to get it right. Or like you were hosting SNL and you were like, I don't wanna, which I hope you do. You were like, I don't wanna like screw this up. It's too big. You know, you could take a beta blocker and it's just you with no nerves.
Could I take one on like a random Tuesday just to see how I feel? And like just
absolutely, but you won't feel anything. You'll just feel as if like you didn't have your cup of coffee that day. Like you won't, it doesn't change anything.
You need to be heightened to take it to bring you back down.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't bring you down. It just
normalize.
Takes away that like dread of can you do this?
I should have been taking beta blockers for like the last 4 years on tour. I don't know why I just 100%.
100%. It makes it like, I remember when I was auditioning and I was very nervous to do my screen test for Entertainment Tonight. And because everyone was in the building and everyone was watching it. And like, there's a thing when I get nervous that I can't read the teleprompter. And so I was like, okay, so I took a beta blocker before that. And it was just me. But like, I could just like read the teleprompter as if it was like a random Saturday and I was on like some shitty show. Like I wasn't like worried about it. Anyway,
I had this theory. I suck at auditioning. Like I'm a great actress, but I am not a good auditioner. If it's a scene, I'm so terrible because I'm always worried about like memorizing everything. I have this theory though that every single audition that I've ever done is just going to be played at my funeral. It's not actually like no casting director actually saw it, even if I was in the room. It's just going to be played like the Truman Show at my funeral, and everyone's going to have a laugh at my expense. I'm so convinced by that.
I love that.
Are you auditioning for like characters? Because I mean, this breaks my heart, but everybody knows I was on hold for Hacks, supposed to play myself. On hold for a Cheetos commercial, supposed to play myself. Red carpet reporter. I can't even book the job as a red carpet reporter, and that's what I do for a living.
Wait a minute. You as yourself and you're not booking it? Well, we might need to adjust. We might need to pivot.
I think so.
No,
I need to pivot my career.
Working.
They booked an Instagram model to play Kelty on the red carpet in a Cheetos commercial with J Balvin.
Wait, what the?
Yeah.
I'm angry for you.
I know. It was crazy. And I was like, no one says who are you wearing better than me, bitch.
Yeah, that. Okay, well, I'm not eating Cheetos. They can themselves.
Yeah. I miss you, Cheetos, but I'm not eating you.
No, we're boycotting Cheetos.
Boycott. Anyway, Heather, we love you. You're so funny.
Y'all are the best.
You guys go to Hulu, watch Heather's doc. Oh my God.
It's a documentary.
It's a documentary.
Special.
Her special
documentary.
Breadwinner. You can head on over to her socials right now, Heather McMahan, and get tickets, those last few bunks to the cruise, because Pitbull Night sounds fucking great.
So fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible. I know you have such a busy day. Thank you for stopping, and we will see you next Tuesday.